My name is Michael Baker. I'm a student now, and I'm 33 years old. We're talking about the Mass Effect series.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets, learned to look out for himself.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
It was a series that I started playing when it first came out, and I just like sci-fi stuff generally. But when I was still in the Navy towards the end of my career, I was pretty depressed, and I spent a lot of time like by myself. I didn't really like anything that I was doing or any of the choices I had made at the time. And it was a game. It's like a narrative sort of adventure, and it's got some depth to it, and I was able to just sort of sit and play through that series and like be somewhere else and not be doing my life. And I played like lots of different games, but that one really stuck with me. I was able to play it numerous times, each of the games numerous times, and it was like people often like read for escape. You'll read novels to get away and be somewhere else, and that game series did that for me. I think just being able to feel like you were part of this world, like that game has a lot of lore. It's like the more you play it, the more you learn about how much they really wrote into that universe, and the way decisions are set up in that series. It really makes you feel like you're actively a part of that world. You don't feel like you're on a rail like you do with a lot of games, just accomplishing different objectives. You really felt like the choices you're making are actually having an impact later on, and the fact that you could carry your saves over from game to game, and the world would look a little different because of the things you had done in the previous game. It just felt like you were actually somewhere doing something that felt important and fun to do. You felt like you were actually in control of this adventure, not just like passively participating in it.
Humanity's place in the galaxy is stronger than ever, and still it's not enough.
Humans may control the Council, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
I think Mass Effect 2 it was my favorite, at least. It was one that I don't even know how many times I played through Mass Effect 2. It was a few. Different kinds of characters and stuff. But it was a game that I had felt like, especially that one, I had got to know really well, and I knew where everything was and knew all the different options that I would have, and it was a very like familiar and friendly place for me to go. I think it intrinsic in the series. I think that it had a lot of the elements that I would want from like kind of a perfect game. Like it had, the driving element is that there's like a big bad who's coming to destroy everything, and you have to save the day. The world was just very large, and there was a lot of lore. There was a lot of backstory, and all the histories of all the different races were. It was really written in. Like if you read the codex at all in that game, it's just crazy how much writing they put into it, and the fact that it was sort of a a narrative driven story. Like you got to choose all the, even though you're sort of on rails in a way because it's just you're completing objectives in a certain order in that game, but you feel like you get to choose different things and you feel like you have some control over it.
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle
It's
first.
your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic.
It definitely at least
Good stuff.
let me know that if I was feeling bad, if there was always something I could do. You know, there was always like you can find a way to escape through something like that. I don't know if the game itself like changed me as a person, but it definitely allowed me not to feel really bad at a time when I felt bad. And now I know that if I was feeling like that again, that you can use a venue like that to get away from it for a while. I still think I still would recommend it to anyone as the best game franchise out there. At at least, yeah, I would say it's the best game series that I could recommend to somebody.
Hey. It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here.